In this episode, episode 5 of the How to Surf Florida Waves series, we're going to talk about how to surf the waves all day long and how to be ready to surf those waves all day long, and why you need to be ready to surf all those waves all day long if you live in Florida. Let's talk about how to surf all day long. And in order to do that, you have to consider all the normal prerequisites. One is physical stamina. Now, in order to have that physical stamina, it's going to mean that you're going to be surfing a lot of the mediocre to poor days, which might be more than you hoped. And those days are going to keep you in shape. But surfing alone probably won't do it. If you're going to be able to surf all day long, you probably have some additional exercise, biking, running, etc. that you do. But consistent level of exercise is absolutely the key to staying fit and ready for action when the good days do arrive. And of course, I've seen where good days arrive for 3 weeks of head-high barrels, glass and power every beach break. Of course, it's a real bummer if you're like most of the people who are going to surf for a couple of days hard and burn out. But if you're like me, and believe me, I'm not boasting, you're committed for the long haul. In fact, you're even gobbling up those end of swell days when it gets down to 2 foot and glassy. You're just switching over to the larger equipment and living the life. So that really is important. Maintain your physical fitness. Now, another key consideration while you're surfing is food and water. So if you're going to surf an 8-hour day, like I would on most days that look like this all day long, well, you're going to need to schedule in some food breaks. And I'd recommend scheduling those in, if you think the conditions are going to be good all day, scheduling those food breaks in when most other people are going to be out surfing. So if you can position yourself so that you slip out, say, in the evening when most people are tired and going home and taking that hot shower, if you're able to paddle out like I do on those moments, you sometimes get choice conditions with very light crowd out. Now look at these delicious waves coming in here, all lined up, just one after another, only a few guys out, and they're really having a good time. Look at this little nug. Oh, he got it. Look at that. Look, hit it, bam! Rode out of it. Love to see that. And then I like that, cutting it back towards the inside. So the food consideration can also be carried out with you into the surf. That's one thing I like to do on hurricane days. I will put in a Ziploc baggie, a couple granola bars, put those in my board shorts, and surf until I get hungry, then eat those out in the surf. So I never have to paddle in, because some days that are going to be good are going to be big. And you're not going to want to have to re-paddle that maybe half-hour long, 45-minute long paddle out again. Because in Florida, most everywhere you're going to be surfing is going to be... Oh, that longboarder just got annihilated. Almost everywhere you're going to be surfing is going to be a beach break. So when the waves are really big, you are duck diving 1,000 times. And just got to say, you want to be ready for that. You might not want to repeat it. So having the old granola bar in the pocket is a good idea, for sure. Now, another key aspect of surfing all day long, and this one might be a little extreme for some folks, but I found it to be very useful, and that is bring 2 boards. A lot of reasons to bring two boards. One is, if it's a big day, well, you could break one board. Then you don't have to go home to get the second board. So that's clearly an advantage. You could damage the board more likely and not have to keep it in the water and have it sponge up more water. So bring two boards. But there's another reason to bring two boards. When you're surfing all day, you're going to be there through different conditions, most likely. And you want to be prepared for that changing conditions. The conditions could be glassy when you get there and then turn on shore. That happens quite a bit. You may have a more high performance board for the glassy stuff, and then when it gets a little bit choppy, you have a different type of board. The tides change. Maybe it was low tide when you went out, and then it moved to high tide, so you move to the inside to surf. And that might necessitate a different board choice when it's more steep wave conditions. Another condition could be that you have decreasing size and power. So you may go out on a shortboard in the morning and realize that's not working anymore and transition over to something bigger. Fun shape or longboard, or what we used to call up in New England a cheater board. Don't worry, it's not cheating. The only cheating is when you pretend to be something you're not, in my humble opinion. So at this point, I want to say thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed to Surf All Day A1A, please do so. You can check out our shark videos and all of our surfing videos. We've been videotaping ourselves surfing for almost a decade on YouTube. Also, hit the thumbs up if you like this kind of stuff. It just signals to me to keep making this kind of content. This is part of an ongoing series called How to Surf Florida Waves, and you can watch all the other episodes by checking it out on the channel. By the way, you can also send me an email at the About tab for Surf All Day A1A. You could also send me a gigantic bag of gold coins. I'm just saying, if you wanted to, that wouldn't make me upset. Okay, let's get back to the video. And another very important element of surfing all day long, regardless of where you are, surfing all day long is going to take willpower. If you're like me, your mind will start to, once you start to get tired, your mind will start to generate reasons why it's okay to just seek comfort. You're tired. You've gotten enough waves. Well, the conditions aren't as good as they used to be. I mean, your mind will potentially generate an endless list of weak excuses. And if you listen to those excuses, not just out in the surf, but in your life, you will be controlled by forces which will steer you into the depths of hell itself. So, do whatever you want to do. But I'm just saying, for me, when I've got a clear purpose to surf all day long, I stay committed because that is the flow state and that is where I want to be. And I can tell you some of the deepest, most meaningful moments of my life have occurred in those situations, whether it be alone or out surfing with my son or whatever. That all-day surf session, think of it like going to the desert. It is something that requires mental fortitude, and that sacrifice you make will give you back much, much more. And this final element for surfing days all day long is to not require a buddy to surf with. You just got to realize some things you're probably going to do alone. If you must have company, well, good luck. Hey, thanks for watching Surf All Day A1A.